Welcome to the Boss Ladies Mindset channel, powered by Crown for Success, the largest women's empowerment network for soulful CEOs on social media. We are a coaching business that mentors and motivates women to reach their highest potential in business and mindset mastery. Each one of our episodes will share valuable tips, resources, interviews, and empowering information that will help boss ladies design a life and business they're crazy as fuck about.
Welcome to Boss Ladies Mindset. My name is Kristi Freeman, and I am the host of Soulful Selling. I am the Vice President of Sales for Crown for Success and Boss Ladies Mindset. And today we're going to talk about the T in KLT, building your know, love, trust factor. Now, in the last two episodes, in my first two episodes, we talked about building up the know part, helping you get your audience to get to know you and you getting to know them as well. And then on the second episode, we talked about the L, the love or like part of know, love, trust. And quite frankly, if you do the first two parts right, the trust will just come naturally. Once you start getting to know your audience and your audience starts to get to know you, you really start to solidify, your relationship with them and start immediately building up that trust. So how do you maintain that trust part so you keep it going? Well, the best way to do it is to just be consistent. Always stay consistent with your messaging, stay consistent with your posts, and that way your audience knows exactly where to find you. They know when they can see your posts, and they really start to get to love you, and because they can count on seeing your messaging. They can count on seeing those posts from you that they love seeing so much. Now, spontaneity is a great thing, and doing spontaneous posts is awesome. I like to reserve that raw emotion, that raw feeling of just, hey, I just did this, or this wonderful thing happened. I like to reserve that specifically for my stories. So you get that raw emotion that comes out in your stories, and people get to see that. But then you still maintain your consistency with your messaging, and they can still get, like with my page, you can still get those sales tips and motivation and a good laugh from me every day from my posts. But if I'm outside and I'm hanging out, or if I'm with my friends, or whatever it is that I'm doing, something like that happens, just drop it in your stories, put a video in there, or record it for IGTV, and then leave it on IGTV, and then remove the preview for the video later on if you're worried about it, screwing up your 9 grid or whatever. And that's totally fine. That's totally fine. Now, for me, I keep consistent by using Tailwind. Tailwind has helped me so much. I can't freaking tell you how much that app has helped me stay consistent, helped me get my posts on time. My posts are done on time, and Tailwind I trust more than any other of these other programs out there, because they work directly with Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest. So the analytics that you get from them, you can trust. You can trust that if something happens with Instagram and they start blocking people from being able to post, you're not going to be, some of these third-party apps, you're not going to be hurt because of the nature of the relationship between Tailwind and Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest. Now, I do use their analytics a lot. I use a combination of, the Instagram analytics and the Tailwind analytics, so that I put them together, and I use them so that I can stay consistent with my messaging, with my posts, and I can show up when my audience is going to be there. Now, I can, try and do it on my own, but that's not a very good strategy. You think you know when your people are going to be online, when they're going to be on Instagram, but you don't know. And they tell you, all the experts will tell you have to post at 9, noon, 3, and 6, and that's bullshit. If you dig into the analytics, you will find out when, and Tailwind does it for you. You can select 3 posts or 4 posts per day, and what they do is they give you the exact time. So sometimes my posts will go up at 10:06. Sometimes they'll go up at 11:15 a.m. It's various times, and you don't know. So use the Tailwind analytics. Let them determine, when your audience is going to be online and available. Yes, there is a fee to use Tailwind, but for the consistency that you get, it's well worth it. I'm going to include a link in the description so that you can get 1 month free, and that way you can try it out before you buy it. So, like I said, building your know, love, trust factor is based on 3 items. Get to know your audience get to know you, they get to love or like you, and then you round out with the trust. And I do this not only with my Instagram page, but I do this with my Facebook groups as well. So that's KLT. On the next episode of Soulful Selling, I want to start talking about content and how to create fabulous content that gets engagement and that gets your audience coming back. We know how to do it. Now we need to know what to do to really get your audience engaged. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Soulful Selling on Boss Ladies Mindset. Don't forget to subscribe and go watch some of my sister's videos. There's tons of them on there for, all kinds of information about leadership and motivation and getting yourself going. And I am here to talk to you about getting your business straight. So don't forget to find me on Instagram as well at Kristi M. Freeman, KRISTIM Freeman. And you can find me on Instagram. Thanks, and see you soon.
Thank you so much for tuning into the Boss Ladies Mindset channel powered by Crown for Success. Please tune in next week for another episode, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram at rvpqueens, at The Girl Gang Confidential, at Crown for Success, at Strong Women Are Beautiful, and of course at Boss Ladies Mindset.